on the previous episode.
With Jonathan Vilma actually entering my lineup, you see in the top right, we finally hit the 94 overall. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Episode 95 of the No Money Spent Tuesdays. Probably the second most important day other than Friday during the week for making coins, content, everything. But you see all the Team Elite cards on the screen. We're actually going to talk about the fullback Robert Hunt, a pretty cool card. And you see all the overalls have gotten +1. So the cards we're buying are 90s, the Masters are 94, and then the Limiteds are 95. Elvis Dumerville, the first card. We're going to briefly go over these. Just not overall the best card. 79 block shed for 94 outside linebacker. Just isn't going to get it done in the run game. Real liability there. Jake Plummer, an odd choice for a Team of the Week hero card, but 86 speed for a scrambler archetype. He will get escape guard. So Broncos, Cardinals, same team that I know of. Not a bad quarterback, and then they did it. Madden did it. They made Patrick Mahomes be able to get Gunslinger. They gave him that +1 throw power, so now when you power him up and he gets a 95 throw power, he can get Gunslinger as well. If you don't want to run Gunslinger, he's now the only quarterback to get the playmaker ability, which is pretty much you can press RT, LT if you're on Xbox, like outside the pocket or whatever, and you can playmaker wide receiver to wherever you want, where you put your right stick, and they now respond instantly instead of the normal delay. Now, Jamal Adams, though, the limited time card is, well, on the market, he is very expensive, upwards of 1 million coins, and I don't really understand. This now makes, honestly, it makes Jabrill Peppers not a bad investment at this point, because Jabrill Peppers is a quarter, almost, not a quarter, but a good 60% discount, and he is basically the same. It's basically the same card. Jamal Adams just has actually worse man coverage, little taller, and then Seahawks Jets theme team. For the 290 overalls that you can choose from the solo challenges, we've got Hassan Reddick. Unfortunately, he has really good speed, but just really bad block shed. I think he does have good finesse move, which just doesn't show it on the compare stats. And then CeeDee Lamb, he gets another of one of those like mid-team of the week cards. This one 90 overall. Unfortunately as well, and only real thing good about this card is 92 speed. His route running is terrible. His archetype is a deep threat, which to me doesn't really make sense. I think of him more as a route runner, maybe slot. He's really good after the catch, but his route running is just really poor. He doesn't hit 90 on any of the thresholds except for short route running when you power him up. However, I will be choosing CeeDee Lamb, and I kind of advise you guys to do so too, unless you need a defensive end for depth, because CeeDee Lamb will probably be getting more cards throughout the year, and you're going to want that 90 overall to basically go into the power up if that's how it works. I don't understand how the mid-team of the week cards work, but I'm choosing CeeDee Lamb just in case we need him to power him up later in the year. Hopping into the binder, seeing an update kind of our limited time investments. The only one I wasn't able to sell Ben Roethlisberger for $500K yesterday, and he has kind of crashed a little bit because of Patrick Mahomes, but I'm not too worried because a limited time card, there's probably gonna be like 2 or 3 up over this weekend. I should be able to sell for $500K. Really, if I see one for under $400K, I might buy 1 or 2 if he gets that low in price. Robby Anderson actually reached 1 million coins last night, but he's kind of fallen down a little bit just because of the Tuesday kind of Team of the Week market crash that happens every single week. I'm trying to sell him. Mine's up for 945K. I still have 2 Robby Andersons, 1 Big Ben, and then 1 Nick Bosa. I'm trying to sell Nick Bosa for around that 550 mark as well. So those are the limited time card updates. If you have Jabrill Peppers, he's kind of crashed a little bit today just because of Jamal Adams, although I don't really understand why. If anything, I think Jabrill Peppers should have gone up in price when people see Jamal Adams' price tag. So I'd hold on to Jabrill Peppers if you had him. You should be able to get for 380, maybe 400K this weekend. Who knows? In terms of some core elite harvest part 2 investments, I have bought a couple more cards. You see, I bought 2 Davante Adams, and I never really said like, hey, Davante Adams is gonna get a harvest part 2. He's not my predictions. But I was able to get 2 for 28,000 coins, and he's pretty much the highest rated core elite now to not get a card after Patrick Mahomes got one. So I have 2 Davante Adams I got for 28K. If he ever goes up to 40,000 coins, I would sell him off. Trent Brown, it was a perfect example. I went over it, I think. Maybe I looked at Derwin James first. Pretty much Derwin James, I'm buying for under 5,000 coins. Yeah, here it is. I checked Trent Brown's price, and he's currently at 13,000 coins, and this is a perfect example of just selling basically, we don't even really know why he's inflated, but a random inflation. We're going to sell him off, and he actually does sell when I'm recording this video for 12.8K, and I'm going to relist another one at the end of this video. But that's pretty much what I do with my core elites. I buy them for, try to get the closest to that, like, overall for trading. Like, 85s right now are going for like 9,000 coins, so I'm okay with picking up a Lane Johnson for 10,000 coins. I really do feel like we're going to get an NCAT right tackle, because what we've in most feared, we got We got a left guard end cat. We got a right guard end cat. In this promo, we've gone a center, and we got a 90 left tackle. Like, we pretty much haven't gone a 90 plus right tackle in any of the promos as like a card you get back from set. So I'm really hoping we get a right tackle, and it's either Trent Brown or Lane Johnson. Khalil Mack is strictly, I'm just going to be selling off in the hype. He's already at 31K. I've been buying him all weekend for 24. As soon as he gets to that 34, 35K mark, which he will either tonight or tomorrow, I'm guessing, I'm selling off 80 to 90%. And then Denzel Ward, I just have a lot of because he's actually really cheap. I just bought one for 7,000. I might have shown up about one for 7,000 coins, but 83s right now are going for like 5.8, 6K. So pretty much anything under 7.5 for Denzel Ward, I'm scooping just because Denzel Ward himself is normally above like 9 to 10,000 coins just because he's just a good card. Whenever he gets a card, his upgrade is going to be very, very meta, going to have high speed. So, but I know you might see like, oh, I have 15 cards. Trust me, I'm probably going to be selling off like 12 out of 15 Denzel Wards if he ever gets up to like that 9, 10K mark. And then I wanted to take this time to kind of show you guys house rules. I think to be safe, if you want to get the 25 wins, I'm going to play some more games during this week to get the 25 wins, get the second kind of AFC, NFC hero. I would be safe and say it maybe expires, like it refreshes on Friday when part 2 comes out, and there might be new house rules, objectives type thing. So to be safe, I'd say get your 25 wins by Friday. And as well, I didn't really mention this when the Harvest promo came out. Make sure you're doing these daily fixins solo challenges. They pretty much drop 2 solos a day that give you 5 stars each, and you can get blitz bits basically on like the 8th or 9th day and the 11th and 12th day. I've missed one day, I missed Saturday, but I think there's only, there's like 14, you get up to 140 stars, and there's actually like, from the time of Harvest Part 1 to Blitz, there's gonna be like, I mean, it should be, it's 14 days, so in the Blitz bits, the highest one you need is like on the 12th day, so you can miss like 1 or 2 days and still get the Blitz bits, but make sure you are doing your daily fix-ins. The solos are not that long, so just get them done. I don't know what we're going to do with those, but it's always good to have, like, currency, I guess, coming into a new promo. Now, for the Team of the Week in 90 overall, because, yeah, we did get a +1 overall. What am I targeting these cards for? Well, unfortunately, the set cards this week are pretty much terrible, and I'll tell you why. Elvis Dumerville and Jake Plummer just aren't good for set cards. And we need the legend sets to be basically good because their power-ups, because they get new power-ups in the game, they end up going for a little bit of coins, unlike Patrick Mahomes, who already has had a power-up. So it's pretty much his power-up goes for 2,000 coins and his card goes for 420. And Jake Plummer and Elvis Dumerville, their cards just aren't going to go for that much. Their power-ups aren't going to go for that much. So it's hard to me to see the 90 overall Team of the Weeks super spike up in price. They are the cheapest training. Target price I'm saying right now for them is 55K and under. It's 11 coins for training, which is the cheapest by 1 and like 1.5 coins for training. So it is the cheapest. We get flashbacks tomorrow. I've seen Mitchell Trubisky and Janoris Jenkins, but I don't love the Team of the Week investments this week just because the set cards are really, really bad. But I think 55K and under is pretty safe. You'll probably be able to sell them for 63 to 64,000 coins tomorrow. I'm only going to buy, I think, like 10 to 15. I wouldn't necessarily, like, if there's a week to take off of 88 or 90 Team of the Weeks, I'd say just take this week off. Keep stacking your coins for Harvest Part 2. And yeah, I know I'm showing the Patrick Mahomes set. It was kind of I was going to get Pat today, but unfortunately, the 87s are going for like 50,000 coins I just showed you. I'll be picking up Pat tomorrow, of course. He's my favorite player. He's going to be on the team. Patrick gameplay will be tomorrow as well. I think I'm going to have gameplays on Wednesday because it's kind of a slower day. It's pretty much just going to be selling off Team of the Weeks, and then I'm going to have the gameplay, the debut of Pat. Unfortunately, that does leave Josh Allen. Will be leaving the team. Probably going to sell him. Really not this week. Probably this weekend because his price probably has crashed due to Pat coming out. But yeah, you saw Trent Brown did sell. Going to list him. Going to take this time. I've been talking about a project I've been working on, and I think I'm going to schedule it. It's going to be the 100th episode of No Money Spent. It's probably like a 45 to an hour long. It's basically going to be a recap of the first 100 episodes. Basically the different coin methods we've used throughout the year, my kind of weekend league journey, my team journey, but that's going to be on episode 100, and it's going to be slated for Thanksgiving because I'm not going to be home Thanksgiving, so I'm pretty much going to have this video made. Basically been making it for about a week, going to keep going for a week or two, and it'll be basically released on Thanksgiving for you guys to watch. But that should be a dope video because it'll really help you guys with like knowing which type of methods to do if you have a certain coin stack, etc. Because you could see me start from basically 0 coins, then I'd have like 500K, and I would only do these methods, and I would just basically progress the maturity through the MUT season coin making methods. But in other news, Randy Moss is actually going to get the MCS card on Friday. It's actually not a bad card as well. He goes into the power up and he actually has the same speed as the most feared card, which is only what, +1 overall from this Randy Moss. So basically a free Randy Moss. I don't know exactly how you link your account. I've had my it's like you link your Twitch and your EA account on Twitch, and then basically just to watch the MCS events, and like there's a timer, like you have to leave basically the tab open and a timer kind of like just ticks, and once it gets to an hour you claim the rewards, and you got to do it like basically for 3 different days and you'll be able to get Randy Moss. But in other news, that also means that Bo Jackson, maybe now he is the Thanksgiving master for Harvest Part 2. I don't know exactly, because like it's weird that they like would tweet out like it seems something more around like, I'd say the yard, like maybe we're getting the yard Bo Jackson, and maybe Harvest Part 2 will have, I don't really know exactly. But that's going to be all for episode 95 of the No Money Spent. We went over everything, Team of the Week content, Harvest Part 2, the Bo Jackson stuff. Flashbacks tomorrow, we'll get 492s and 193, I believe. We've seen Mitchell Trubisky and Janoris Jenkins on Twitter as of right now recording, and they're probably going to announce the other like 1 or 2 cards right after I get done recording. But yeah, that's going to be all for this episode today. Comment if you have any questions. The link to the Discord is in the description. Subscribe if you're new, like if you enjoyed the video, and until tomorrow, peace.